Flavell.
Reo Māori, Mr. Speaker. Kia ora tātou katoa e te whare. Tātou e hui nei tēnei rangi. Ko tuake tēnei nā ki te kōrero mo te taha kia mātō te Pāti Māori. I roto i tōku ngākau, ko te ngākau kei te kiatu, kei te hehe, te minita ki te āwhina i te honga, e rongo nei i te ngau o te rawa kore, o te hehea ki te hoki ki te mahi. Engari tōna whakatinanatanga, kai reira tonu te uauatanga. E roto i ngā pire, ka tae mai ki mua i te aroro te whare pāremata, kai reira tonu ētahi wāhanga e āhua pai. Aha kua pēhea mai, reipa mai, nāhinara mai. Ko te mateke, kai reira anō hoki ētahi wāhanga he āhua uaua ki te whaiwhai haere, nā runga i te aha, nā runga i te uauatanga. No e ko tā mātau, ko tā tātou o te whare nei, he āta te tiro ki ngā taha ērua, mena aira nei he kaha ki ngā paenga, ki hera o ngā mea āhua kino nei. Mena ko te tikango tēnei pire, he whakarite i ētahi huarahi kia tangohia ngā here o te krauna ki runga i te tangata, he mea pai tērā, he mea pai rawātu tērā. Engari, tōna whakatinanatanga pēnei tā koe kōrero nei kei reira tonu te uauatanga. Ko roa te ao Māori e kōrero ana, kāre e tika ana kia noho here te Māori ki te pēnihana, ki te krauna. Ko roa tērā e kōrero hiana, ko roa tērā e waiata tiana. Kei roto i ngā waiato tuini ngā wai, kei roto i ngā haka o tā apirana ngata, kei roto i ngā kōrero o John Tāmihere Mā, ko rātau te hunga i ki atu, i whakātu mai ki te motu, kāre te Māori, te hie kia noho here kia here e ngā taura ki te pēnihana o tira ki te krauna. No era, me pehe e tāia i te tango mai te here, kia tāia i te Māori, te hoki, i te tiaki ai anō o tira, kia tāia i te motu, te tiaki i a tātou anō, kia waiho ake te taha te pēnihana, ki ai anō, me kia pana aia ki tā wāhi. Mr. Speaker, the aim of this particular bill, I think, is to create a shift away from state dependency and into full or part-time employment. It's obviously a laudable aim and one that our people have often spoken about passionately. From the waiata, as I said, of 20 Ngāwai through to haka bai Sāpirana ngata, and even right down to people like John Tāmihere, and other people who've graced the walls of Parliament, there's been a desire to be free of the so-called benefit of the welfare system that our people that has held our people for a very long time. And although the aspirational goal of reducing state dependency is a logical one, the economic downturn, however, has actually resulted in a greater need for social security, and significantly so for Māori people. So, can this be realistically achieved if there is a shortfall in the employment sector? A big factor in obtaining and keeping work is the availability of jobs, but the needs of the whānau remain the same whether the jobs are there or not. And right now the stats tell us, as recently as of today, that the unemployment rate in particular for Māori is going up and up. And thereby lies some of the issues that we face. Because Māori are disproportionately represented in the beneficiary sector, coupled with the downturn in the type of jobs our people expect to be employed in, so the bill would probably be detrimental to Māori at this point in time. So we don't deny this is an issue, that there is an issue here. Total numbers of main benefits, excluding New Zealand Super and Veterans, for all ages have increased from 293,562 at the end of November 2008 to a total of 355,858 at the end of November 2010, an increase of 62,296, or 21%. The numbers of unemployment benefit for all ages have increased from the end of November 2008 to the end of February 2010 by 40,340 people, or 168%. But the answer shouldn't involve forcing people who are already in circumstances of hardship to face more hardship, and that is the dilemma at the moment. So the primary focus of the bill centres on Part 4, amendments to the Social Security Act 1964. And from our perspective, the key to the bill lies in the single focus of gaining employment, which, as I say, is a laudable aim. The bill repeals a part of the Act where the definition states that a personal development and employment plan is, quote, designed to support the economic and social participation of the beneficiary who developed it, end of quote. The economic and social participation aspect of the old definition is dropped. And yet, sir, what do we do in areas where there is limited employment available, as discussed by other members? Do we not want to create opportunities for development? What about volunteering, supporting other members of whānau? And what do we do if, in the end, all the ducks don't line up to follow, I suppose, a logical course that people will move and have the opportunity to move into employment? Mr. Speaker, the primary purpose of the bill is to require people receiving certain benefits who can work to accept offers of suitable work as a first priority, encompassing within its scope work testing for beneficiaries. So the real concern for the Māori Party is the promotion of a punitive policy designed to penalise those who fail to gain employment. For instance, the solo parents of sickness beneficiaries who fail to meet their obligations will be subject to a sanction of 50% reduction in their benefit. The bill determines that for a first failure, the person's benefit must be reduced by 50% until the person recomplies. And if a person's dole is reduced or suspended and the person is re-granted the dole, the reduction continues to apply to the re-granted dole until the person recomplies. Mr. Speaker, of course, it's not just beneficiaries that bear the brunt of this policy's effects. In fact, the Child Poverty Action Group also warns that the changes proposed under the government's future-focused legislation, which insists on 15 hours paid employment, will worsen child poverty if parents are unable to find jobs. It was stated just last week, and I quote, from CPAG, New Zealand's children have borne the brunt of changes in welfare, education and the labour market in the last 20 years. If we leave their welfare to a minimal safety net, we gamble with their futures. Children's needs must be at the centre of policy decisions, not a byproduct of an increasingly precarious and volatile labour market. Sir, we say that they have a very valid point. In addition, there is of course concern regarding the availability of part-time work and the 90-day probation period, especially where solo parents are concerned. We're interested in solutions actually in terms of how we can contribute as a party, which turns the fortunes of our people around. For instance, the Mississippi-based Choctaw Corporation employs more than 6,000 people in tribally owned business throughout America. They own a whole range of businesses, including aerospace manufacturers, motor vehicle and electronic assembly plants, casinos, golf courses, theme parks, hotels, commercial real estate, and US defence contracts. In doing so, Mr. Speaker, they have been able to liberate their people from poverty, unemployment, poor educational achievement, and benefit dependency to be one of the most vibrant and successful socio-economic Indian models of development in America. And that's where, as a party, we want to head. Last week, so I was fortunate to attend an event at Te Rapa with Tainui Group Holdings. Some of their amazing initiatives there include a new mall at the base, the retail centre in Hamilton, which will see $120 million injected into the Waikato economy and generate an estimated 770 full-time and 760 part-time jobs. So our preference would be that we support iwi in determining their own solutions which include the opportunities for wealth creation and employment alternatives, but we must not neglect our responsibilities either as iwi or as the state in supporting those of our members who are the most vulnerable. Unfortunately, at this point in time, the Māori Party cannot support this bill.